Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow. Hello, hello. All's well. It's a Saturday. It's beautiful. It's another day in Brooklyn. We're going to walk through Bedford Avenue and probably take it to about like the Williamsburg Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about everything, right?
It's also our anniversary.
Yes, it's our anniversary. So if there's ever a reason to like a video, that's one. But anyway, we'll take you around. A lot of people out, a lot of cute dogs out, and we'll go from there. Cool.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
That was like.
Whoa.
Oh.
Just stepped
Garbage
on.
can lid.
Yeah. This building looks really it's coming together now.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. They're like, if you need cable,
We're here.
get it from there. Yep.
For rent? For rent, Brooklyn?
Yeah. But Brooklyn's usually pretty good price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brooklyn, Rentopia. That's the one that we rented from.
Yeah. So a lot of speaking to like a lot of the rental services, the companies, agencies, I guess you can call them, in like Brooklyn and New York. But there's certain ones that are, you can read the name, like if it's like a Corcoran group, that's for sale mostly, but if it's for rent, it's usually gonna be on the higher end. So you see a lot of different ones around here. So.
And broker's fee. You never want to pay broker's fee
Yes,
ever.
that kind of goes with the company you choose.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk up here.
This one?
Bedford Avenue, yes. It's really pretty out today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feel like, oh, old school car.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
The one behind it too. Frida
What, this?
Kahlo and Diego Rivera.
Yeah, guess so. Looks more like a truck.
Yeah. That was Frida Kahlo's husband.
Who was that?
Frida Kahlo's husband?
Oh,
Diego.
cool. A lot of jewelry. You need glasses.
Glasses.
Kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
You are cool.
So on weekends, usually they have like tables like that. So obviously it's like a shopping area. So for the most, even up here, you got like random stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a fair amount of people out now, but obviously, especially on a beautiful day on like a Saturday, you can expect a lot of people to show up. So there's a lot of tables, just people selling stuff, and not our taste, but you know, maybe like knickknacks stuff.
Yeah, also, we don't tend to carry around cash, so.
That too, yes. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, that's I feel like there's so many places that you could just kind of not need it, so, like cash that is.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like, I don't know, I feel like if my bag gets stolen,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care as much because I don't have cash on me. So it's like, oh, credit card, like, okay, whatever. Like, I can just call right away and get a new one.
Yeah, that's
Versus,
true.
like, if you lose like $200, like, well, that's
Yeah, that's always our logic. Like if you ever, I don't know, lose $100, you go to the bank, you say I lost $100, you'd be like, oh really? So at least with a card,
Yeah.
you can be like, yeah, that actually is not in my possession anymore.
Yeah, because even if there's like fraud on it, they'll just cancel it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like restaurants and stuff, and it feels really nice now.
Yeah, we're heading over to brunch too.
Yeah, we're gonna be. This will be part 2, but we're walking over the bridge. So we'll. We're walking over the Williamsburg Bridge after this. So this is kind of like a prelude, if you will. But until then, it's pretty nice. There's some music I'm talking over with copyright.
Oh yes, we got a Tucker of the music. Oh yeah, this is a really busy corner that we're about to go on because it has the wonderful and lovely Whole Foods.
Yes. That's partial sarcasm, but there's also
It's a lot
Equinox
of
there.
sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Equinox.
Yeah.
It's a cool gym.
You used to be a member.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vlada went through a phase where she was like, yeah, I just casually go to Equinox. And then I'm like, oh, you just casually give like $400 a month.
Okay, it wasn't 400, it was like 225.
Oh, man. That's kind of, I feel like that's kind of the irony. You can't like complain about the price of Equinox because like the point of like saying you go is to like acknowledge you pay a lot, but.
Yeah.
Not you, I'm just teasing. Vlada came to her senses. Also because
we had a gym in our building.
Well, once we moved, yeah, we realized, crazy thought, when you move to Brooklyn from Manhattan, that budget will usually get you a little more. So we fortunately got that. But Vlada still, this is Equinox every so often.
That's Corcoran. I know I don't miss it.
You were saying that's Corcoran Group?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the like real estate agency places where generally they're a little more on the higher end. So not where we'll get our next apartment, basically, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And if you are looking for apartments to rent in Brooklyn or anywhere in the city, go on streeteasy.com. That's what people use in New York.
Yeah. We didn't speak to it too much, but we just passed the Apple store too. They made this a couple years ago, and it's.
Hold on, there's some free stuff. Can I check it out real quick?
So we just took a mini break.
Detour.
Well, a lot of stuff free stuff, so we had to.
But I didn't take anything.
No.
I also have a small bag, so I have to be very selective.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't take the army bag with you today.
Yeah, I figured we would. I feel like in Manhattan, honestly, I didn't know that we were getting off in Brooklyn, so I feel like in Manhattan, I don't really find anything. It's usually people leave things out in like Queens or in Brooklyn.
That's a good point.
Not so much Manhattan.
Yeah. Yeah, so ironically, we used to find a lot of furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I say Manhattan, I mean in Upper East Side you can find things, but I mean like in the Lower Manhattan area, there's not a lot of things.
There's a lot of foot traffic there too, so figure that. Oh, cute dog up there.
Aw, little dachshund.
Yeah. There's a lot of foot traffic in Lower Manhattan too, so you figure if there are things left, they'll probably get picked up sooner rather than later. That's kind of my logic, but.
Yeah, but in Upper East Side you can find a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And Upper West Side.
Yeah.
But.
So this is Martha's number 2. We didn't call it out, but there was a Martha's in that direction too. And have we gone to that one? I don't think so, right?
We haven't gone to that one, but we went to the other one.
Yeah.
A few times now.
Yeah, kind of funny. There's a cool mural over here we could cross.
Oh yeah, let's go. Sorry.
So we haven't talked too much about the general area, at least in this video. Bedford Avenue is a really popular like shopping street here in Brooklyn, Williamsburg specifically. So that's why you'll get a lot of different types of people, a lot of like fashion boutiques, a lot of restaurants, and a lot of art and kind of murals in the vein of this. So it's kind of cool to see, and not too bad, right?
Yeah, this area is really nice. Apartments here are pretty expensive if you want to live in the heart of Williamsburg.
Yeah, that's true. We've done our fair share of complaining about apartments being a little more on the expensive side, but I mean, we've definitely looked into it. It's just, I guess for our budget, it's a little...
There's also a dangerous part of Williamsburg that people don't talk about. So... Yeah, like you might see an apartment, you're like, oh, this is so affordable, but like, it's not safe.
Yeah.
But it's still Williamsburg.
Yeah, that's true. Did you know that Williamsburg used to be part of Bushwick? Like in the 1800s?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it was just called all Bushwick?
Well, it was actually called Bushwick Shore.
Uh-huh.
And I think in the late 1800s, it became its own like city, or neighborhood rather, of Williamsburg.
Oh, interesting.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I guess a guy named William founded it.
Oh, not quite, but there's a knowledge. No, I looked that up and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Did you know Williamsburg also used to have an H at the end of it?
I do now.
You do now, yeah. That's the good stuff.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, I already learned enough facts for today.
I know. But kind of in the general area here, once you walk up a little more towards like, it says south, so another fun fact, Williamsburg used to be considered like north, south, and then like center. So like
So what is this?
south, because they've kept the numbers, so it's kind of like an indicator. But once you kind of go up to the direction we're going, the direction we're heading, it's a little less foot traffic-y, but that's because like the Bedford stop is in that direction. So just worth noting, because there's a little less people here, but nothing scary, obviously. But
You're so smart.
you're so smart too. You're smarter.
I love you.
Okay, take it easy.
Oh. He's like, Mama, not today.
Not
It
today.
is too hot.
It is warm. But yeah, we've seen a few dogs already. Not the worst thing. On the right of us, we actually have like Domino Park, kind of in that direction. And it's really cute pier. We've done like a video or two, I believe, in that area.
Yeah, we did. There's also a really cool mural coming up that has like the Domino Sugar Factory that used
right
to
here.
be in there.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, is that like a free thing?
No, it's a swimwear sale.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's sitting right there on the corner.
Oh, cool.
Clothing, swimwear.
Yeah. You don't see that too often. I would assume. Well, it's like real estate. Well, I feel like you see more pop-ups in like Lower Manhattan, like an actual store. You don't see them in like the streets so often, but I see a couple of these art galleries here and there.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah, kind of could see it in the a little bit in the distance where we're walking towards, where Vlada was saying certain areas a little bit on this not sketchy side, but you just have to be mindful. Kind of along the bridge, because if you follow it actually up to the stop, the first stop into the city, like off the M train, it's off of Broadway. So Broadway in Brooklyn's a little different than in like Manhattan. So just always good to keep an eye out over there. And Brooklyn's unique in that like you can be in a good area and then like certain like blocks are a little shady. So that's more so like what Vlada was like speaking to earlier, where like there's certain parts aren't as ideal, but an area like this you can kind of feel a little more at ease. But obviously wherever you are, you just want to be careful, I would say, right?
Yeah, especially in New York. Just
Especially
be careful.
what?
Especially in New York. Just be careful.
Yeah.
It's a funky car. Talk to me nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's actually kind of cool to call out. So there's like a luxury building over here. And you have some of these older buildings here. And that was the one thing I was going to call out, where when you walk around, you have like a mix of the two. But that's also why, depending on like what apartment you look at, if you're considering living, that can just cause like a discrepancy in price. When a lot of options are more on the expensive side, the like luxury buildings kind of keep that price up. So if you look in an older building like we have, we kind of left it being a little underwhelmed. Not so much because the apartment wasn't like that great, but more so with the price as well. I feel like
that was like the unfortunate thing, where it's like if this was in Bushwick, then it would have been like easily $400 less.
Yeah.
But
But
you're paying for the area.
Yeah, and with that said, it is a nice area, but it is also one of those things where, you know, we've seen a few apartments in our day, so kind of to just use our best judgment of knowing what something's worth, but also understanding the market. And in this area, it can be a little tricky because some people just move here because of the area, and that will also just make people a little more willing to kind of pay the extra bucks. But
yeah, we're at that point where we're like, motorcycle.
Yeah.
We're at that point where we're like, I'd rather have a bigger apartment, regardless of where it is, than have a smaller apartment but live in Williamsburg because I don't own anything. So why pay so much money?
But on that note, we're at the conclusion of this walk here, and this is the Williamsburg Bridge. You have like a bike lane here. So a little different from other bridges is that on this bridge you have one side for like walking and then the other side for bikes. So it makes it a little easier in terms of not getting someone to yell at you, yelling bike lane. Whereas like on the Brooklyn Bridge, it's kind of a shared space. So that's one of the things. But all that to say, we're gonna probably end this here.
Yes.
Sounds good, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. We'll probably see you guys very soon. And yeah, peace.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.